Hello students, we were moving on with our chapter tenses and we had done past continuous tense. Now we are going to begin with simple future and future continuous. So let us begin with the format of simple future tense. How do we write a simple future tense? Here we require subject plus will shall plus V1 plus object. This is how we write the simple future tense. So I will, you remember that two things are to be remembered, that shall is used with I and we. Okay, normally with it is I shall and it is we shall, and for all the others we are using will. But if the sentence displays determination, we exchange both of them. It becomes I will and we will. And normally nowadays we are mostly using will other than shall. But still remember, with I and we use shall. So let us move on with the sentence. He will kill a tiger. Okay, this is the subject, this is the helping verb, this is the main verb which is there in the V1 form, and this is the object. Okay, now remember here that we are having a helping verb, that is will and shall, and we require first form of the verb in the action word or the main verb. Now here remember that whenever we have to make the negative of this, we always have to add not after the first helping verb. So here it goes like that. This is the helping verb. So just after the first helping verb, we are going to write not here. So this is how we are making the negative, that he will not kill a tiger. Now you all know that future perfect tense are just predictions, probable actions. So here also the probability is that he will not kill a tiger. This is how we make the negative of the sentence. Now how to make the interrogative of the sentence? You know that this is the helping verb, and now we are going to bring this helping verb in front. Will he, remaining same, kill a tiger? So this is question mark. So we see that it begins with will and ends with a question mark. So will he kill a tiger is a normal question which begins with the helping verb. We can also have that who will kill a tiger, and we have that he will kill a tiger. So that form of the question making is also correct. Now we will move on to how we use the simple future tense. So let us see the usage of simple future tense. Remember, there are two usage that you need to remember. One thing is an action in the future tense, a probable action in future time that has a probability of happening, that this I will go, I will come, he will come there. So all these are possibilities that you will do all these things. So the first usage is a possible future action, and the second usage is that you have not decided something earlier, but you are telling something which is not pre-decided. So without pre-decision, if you have decided just at the time of speaking, then you can use simple future tense. So you have decided something at the time of speaking, then also you can use simple future tense. Now we will see how these goes. Action in the future is very simple actions. The sentence is given in your book are, now you know in the past we were using last night, last Sunday, yesterday. Now it will be tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next week. Will just suggest you that these actions are going to happen in the future. See the sentence, I think it will rain this afternoon. So still it is not the time of afternoon and you have just made a prediction. So I think it will rain this afternoon. So this afternoon shows this time has not come. You are just predicting, and so it is simple future tense. Next, I am sure you will enjoy the show. So this is what you feel, that when he will see and watch the show, he will enjoy this show in the future. At the end of the show or during the show, he would enjoy. Perhaps he will arrive today. Perhaps means maybe. You can just make a prediction. He will arrive today. You are not sure, but you think the probability is this, and you are using a simple future tense. Next is, my father will be 55 tomorrow. This is for sure, but it will happen in the future. So you are making an announcement that he will be 55 tomorrow. It is his birthday, 55th birthday, and so he will turn 55. It will be Christmas in a week. So in a week, just after the week, it will be Christmas. So obviously future action, because it will happen in the future time. We also use this tense when we decide to do something at the time of speaking. The second one, which I have not decided earlier, but I am just deciding as I am thinking. See the example? It is cold, so I will shut the window. I had not pre-decided, but I will go and shut the window. This is just in the future time I am going to do this action, and it is not pre-decided. Next, tea or coffee. Somebody has asked tea or coffee, and you can say that I will have tea. So that means you have not earlier decided, but right now you feel like having tea. So I will have tea. To talk about things. Now these are the two that we are going to use in the simple future tense. Now we will make a comparison that when we can use simple future and when we can use future continuous tense. So first let us see the format of the simple it is future continuous tense. So let us see. I'll rub from here. Okay, let's carry on. This is the future continuous tense. Okay. Now when we are going to use, before that we are going to discuss the format. Subject, that is future. We know that subject can be singular or plural. Then we require a helping verb, and in all the future tenses we will have will and shall as helping verbs. So it is will or it can be shall. Then one more word is required before we can add the V1 plus ing for the continuous, and that is be. Be plus V1 plus ing, and it is the object of the sentence. So we can write subject plus will shall is the helping verb. Then this is the be that is to be written, and this is the main verb with the ing form and object. Now see the example. He will be killing a tiger. So this is what you think, that he will be killing a tiger in the future. At some point of time in the future, he will be doing this action. So we have used the will shall plus be plus V1 plus ing form. Now let us see how to make the negative and interrogative of this sentence. You know, for negative we are going to add not after the first helping verb. The helping verb here is will, and we are going to add a not here. So he will not be killing a tiger. We will not write he not be killing or he will be not killing a tiger. No, it will be just after the first helping verb. So he will not be killing a tiger. Next, we are going to discuss interrogative sentence. This one was negative. Now form the interrogative. So how to form? This is the helping verb. So bring the helping verb here. Will he, suppose it is negative interrogative, then not be killing a tiger, then there is a question mark. This is negative interrogative, and suppose the negative was not there, you remove this not. Will he be killing a tiger? Will he not be killing a tiger? Then who will be killing a tiger? Then will he be killing a tiger? So these are various forms in which you can make a question here. Let us move on to the usage of the past continuous tense. We have already seen the future continuous is just simply telling us which action is going to happen in the future. But here, the future continuous. Now in this future continuous, take two examples. What are these two examples? One, we have seen that it is will shall plus be plus V1 plus ing form. Next one is going to form. Going to form. So there are two forms here. Now we have already seen that something which has been pre-planned, there we have to use future continuous tense. See the examples given in your book. So let's discuss to talk about things that we have already decided to do. We use the going to form plus V1, not the simple future tense, because we have already decided. We are going to discuss the future continuous tense because I had already decided this, that we will discuss that. So we are going to discuss future continuous tense. To talk about things that we have already decided. Have you got a washing machine? Have you got a washing machine? And the answer is no. We are going to buy one next week. We are going to buy. That means already decided. We will buy, not decided. Just right now he has decided and told. But we are going to buy a washing machine next week. Already planned. Next. Why are you filling the bucket with water? Somebody is filling the bucket with water. So he has planned something. What is the plan? I am going to wash the car. The plan is I am going to wash the car. So here going to form is telling us the plan. Something that is already planned. See here. It is going to rain. Look at those clouds. So we also use the going to form to talk about something that is likely to be certain. If there are dark clouds, what will you say? I think it is going to rain because there are dark clouds. So it is certain. When there is something in the present which is telling, about the future. So because there are dark clouds, there is a probability of rain. So it is going to rain. So it is going to rain. Look at the clouds. The boat is full of water. If the boat is full of water in the present time, what can we say? The boat is going to sink, obviously, logically. We use the future continuous tense to talk about something that will be going on at a certain point of time in the future. The most simple one, that what will happen at some point of time in the future, a process that will be going on, we use the future continuous tense. Let us see that one. What are the examples given? So we use this. I will be flying to Singapore when at this time tomorrow. Exactly at this time tomorrow. What I will be doing? I'll have taken a flight and I'll be flying to Singapore. So this process will be going on tomorrow at the same time. So future continuous. Don't phone me between 7 and 7:15. Why? I will be watching the news during that time. So something has been planned. I have planned that during that time I'll be watching the news. So whatever, I will be watching. So some process will be going on in the future. This tense is also used for future actions which are fixed. Mr. Mehta will be giving another lecture at the same time next week. Then this something that is fixed. In a way, something that is scheduled. So for that also we can use future continuous tense. See the example given that Mr. Mehta will be giving another lecture at the same time next week. So because it has been a planned one, it could be a scheduled one. So here we can again use future continuous tense. Now remember there are two different things here. If you remember, for the future, right now we have used the going to form. Now what is this going to form? Going to, he is going to, or I am going to, or they are going to. All these are present continuous tense and the plane leaves at this time. So we know that normally we are using the future tense with the will, shall, etc., etc. But there are two things you have to remember in the future tense also, that simple present, and present continuous are also used to denote future tense. So this is the present continuous, and we also had the scheduled one, the plane leaves at 10:15 a.m. That was also simple present. So let us see the last two lines. As you have learned before, the simple present tense and the present continuous tense are also used to talk about actions that will happen in the future. We use the simple present when we talk about timetables. So simple present when we are talking about timetables, and we are using present continuous when something has been scheduled or planned. These two things are to be kept in mind. They are things to remember. So present continuous is used to talk about future plans. Now let us see the exercise, that how we can change the different sentences. The verb in the following sentence are in the simple past tense, and we are going to change this into simple future tense. Obviously, which words are to be changed? Last night will become next night. Last Sunday will become next Sunday. So logically change all these sentences along with changing the format or the verb forms, etc. I met Mr. Pratap Singh yesterday. So Mr. Pratap Singh yesterday. How can we change this into future tense? Let us see. I met Mr. Pratap Singh yesterday. Now what are the things that are to be changed? One thing is yesterday, and this is the tense showing simple past. We have to change into simple future. So how to change? I meet changes into will meet or shall meet. We can write here shall meet, or nowadays we are using mostly will meet Mr. Pratap Singh Instead of yesterday, we will change it into tomorrow. Okay. So here it's given, I will meet Mr. Pratap Singh tomorrow. So in the American English, they are mostly using will only instead of shall. So I will meet, otherwise in the British English, we'll use I shall meet Mr. Pratap Singh tomorrow. Next, I cleaned the motorbike yesterday. So I will clean or I shall clean the motorbike tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Then we watched the video last night. So we will watch the video next, maybe instead of last night, it will be tomorrow night or today night. I phoned Mr. Mehta last Sunday. So I will phone Mr. Mehta. Instead of last Sunday, it would be the next Sunday. I bought some books last week. So I will buy some books next week. So will buy and next week. We were very busy yesterday evening. So yesterday evening we were busy. We will be very busy. So we were very busy. We will be very busy yesterday evening. Here you see that the main verb is not given. So you are going to add be. He will be or we will be very busy. When very busy? This evening. Okay, not the last evening. We played hockey yesterday afternoon. We will play hockey, and when we will play? Yesterday afternoon is not right for the future tense. It will be tomorrow afternoon or day after tomorrow afternoon or Tuesday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. That is what you can write. So in this way, you are going to change the sentences from simple past to simple future tense. And the exercise that has been given that is following here is to be done by you. I will send the answers. Try to do it yourself. I think you would have understood future, simple future tense and future continuous tense. Keep practicing and keep learning.